fact, Iggy wrote the phrase "Feet don't fail me now." When we were first looking for a drummer, Dave Grohl was like, "You need to get John Theodore. That's who you need to get." And that was Ronson's idea, this filtering. So who am I talking to? What am I talking about? Who fucking cares?
When did the idea come that it stops and starts again? When do these things happen? In the studio, or while you're playing live in the studio? Or?
Well, I think I in these cases I think about the past a lot, and I don't like to reflect too much, but you use things that you've done as a touchstone to not repeat or find a new way. Like I think in the old way we would have let that thing go long, and this seemed like a moment of rug pulls. The way that stops right at that moment, at that apex moment, it stops, and then even when it comes back, it really doesn't go on very long. I think the idea is to make things tall and more dense. I keep using this phrase orbital, where each time a verse goes around, it's kind of the same, but it's changed. And a chorus, it's kind of the same, but there's additions, you know. In that song, the lead vocal becomes a background vocal, that second chorus, so to construct things tall and deep instead of making them really long was the way, you know.
Because the strings are in front then for a second.
Yeah, and it's completely it's using strings as the idea is, for my end, was to use strings as a percussion instrument instead of making them so beautiful all the time. I think people use strings to pull heartstrings and to jerk tears out of your face, and that's beautiful. I just wanted to use them more gratuitous and more like drums for a moment. So the way they pulse, and that pulling the rug and using a filter to pull the rug, and that was Ronson's idea, this filtering. So it felt like you got swallowed by it, and so together these things work beautifully, you know. I think that's a good example of working well together and playing nice in the office space.
After the first, I would say, chorus, there's a guitar solo for a second.
Mm-hmm. Troy. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah, Troy. I mean, I think on this record, there's really standout moments by the guys, and I hope that in this day and age that people try to figure out who's doing what because we're 5 people, you know. The bass playing's incredible, all these keyboard parts that are really prominent, and when the vocals leave, something needs to vocalize for keyboards to play such a brutal role in our thing is new and wonderful. That's Dean, and then, you know, Troy is all over the place. He's always got such a multifaceted ability. And then, you know, John, our new drummer, the first record he's on the entire record, and you just, I mean, people that know music know that he's one of the best rock drummers in the whole wide world, you know. Yeah, even Dave, when we were first looking for a drummer, Dave Grohl was like, "You need to get John Theodore. That's who you need to get." And then I get a call from Taylor. "You know who you should get? You should get John Theodore." Like, I fucking know, right? I've already spoke to him now. Both of you guys leave me alone. No. No, I'm just kidding. They were really nice.
That's the most classical Queen's moment in the whole record, is towards the end of the second last song. It's like, doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, I don't know what it, you know, I've had that riff for 15 years, that do-do-do-do, the very opening thing. And, you know, kind of looking to understand something. A long time ago, I used to think, oh, that thing sucks and that sucks, and it's all very negative, and I don't believe that anymore. I don't even think that's the right way to act. So, like, now I think, oh, I don't understand it. It is good. I just don't understand how to deliver it. And once I understand, so I hold on to things, and it's okay to let them simmer, you know, and become something, to grow into something. And so that song just had all these little possibilities and counterparts. And I guess in this orbital way, it's not just like some song where the verse and it's going to come around again in the chorus. There it is, the same thing again. It's a kind of a journey, you know. You start at one spot and you end up somewhere else, and all those, and perhaps it's an inconveniently clearer view of my own mind, is all that makes sense to me, that song. All that seems to make total sense. And the sentiment at the end, I never had any other lyric. It was always, that's what it is, you know. Here we come, get out of the way, you know. And it matters not what the people say. Just get out of the way, you know. That just makes sense to me, you know. And that feels really good. And I think, too, the importance of making a whole record that's good means that one of your best songs could be the second to last song. You know, the importance of saying, oh no, the whole fucking thing is good. Now, someone else may say, well, no, it's not. And it's like, yeah, but it's better than the record you made because you don't worked on any fucking records, so shut the fuck up.
Is that your first love song?
No, of course not. I think...
It's about missing someone, right? About being away from people that you love.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I've written, I mean, I think there's been some sea change for us where people actually listen to the emotion now. Because if you were track back, it's like, man, I never came, long, slow goodbye, you know, suture up your future. Songs like that are everywhere. I just think they got pushed away out of people's minds a little bit. And I don't really know why. I think the fact that I was not doing very well when we made our last record, and that's all I had to give, probably brought that to the forefront a little bit. And but before, it's just something that's like blocked out, and you know. But that's okay. You know, I do know that there's no reason to play it safe. Or, you know, as I mentioned before, I don't feel that there's really any safety. So I don't even really try, you know. So.